What's up, people? My name is Kalondu Musimi, na kama kawaida when you see me, it's an exclusive interview about to go down. And seated next to me is the golden voice, Tito Ndlovu. Hi.
Sema Kalondu.
I've
never done one of these with you under microphone.
Now we are doing now we are doing one of those.
Yeah. Yes. Niambie.
And first of all, najua watu wanashindangwa. Chito anajua Kiswahili, Chito hajui Kiswahili.
So my Swahili, I know basic Swahili, but I know how to conjoin words and stuff like that. But I guess basically you can say I know Swa. Yeah.
So inamaanisha siwezi kusengenya na Kiswahili ever.
You see, I've even gotten what you say. No, you can't. Yeah. I know, like, I mean, I can formulate. I'll know what someone is saying. Because the first thing I learned was curse words, like how to abuse people. Yeah. So it was, so at least, so if someone is abusing me, at least that I'll know. Yes. So
of course, if you know curse words, you know what not to say on air.
Yeah,
Cynthia. But then, how many years at Radio Africa Group?
This is my 6th year. Yes, my 6th year at Radio Africa Group, 10 years on radio.
Wow. A whole decade. Yes. But then, Juicy, we saw your Instagram post. You're talking about the Chito is moving on. And we are like, Chito, what do you mean you're moving on? Where are you going?
No, see, moving on just means you're moving. See, I said the Chito and Sid is moving. Yeah, see, it's just moving. He's just moving.
But then you see, it's like, you're on a Twitter X. You're calling us your ex. Now you have your current. And you are like, we do not understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is I'm moving. What exactly are you asking Kalondu?
Where are you going?
Hey. Am I even allowed to tell you where I'm going to first of all? Anyway, so basically I'm just moving to the Kiss Breakfast show, the Morning Kiss. Yeah, so I'll be doing the show with Kwambox. Yeah, so that's just basically it. So the Chito and Sid is moving to breakfast, to Kiss Breakfast. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to be. I think I sat on it. I mean, I used to sit on it for so many times. On a car for a week, 2 weeks, nini. So yeah, so now I get to be there for a longer period of time, I guess. Yes. Yeah.
I can say full time.
Yes, full time. Now that's my new, that's the show I'm going to be doing now. Yes.
So you're not moving out of, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still in Kiss. I'm just moving to a different time slot. Yeah. I'll be waking up with you with Kwambox, having a good time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be hype. We're going to be kapowing things and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So it's an exciting thing. Yes.
What we want to know is, did you reach out to, Radio Africa management? Ama they reached out to you, wakakwambia, you know what? We want you from the drive to the morning.
It was actually, they called me on one random morning, by the way. In fact, it was a weird, because I remember looking at the phone and thinking, why is the boss calling me at this time of the day? And it was just like, I want to have a conversation with you. Come through. We had the conversation. We did a back and forth. But I mean, there are some, when it's like when your father calls you and tells you I have food for you, you can't tell him no. Essentially. So it was just about when to start, how do we start, how do we go about it, how do we do the plan. But I mean, I would be lying if I said it wasn't a dream of mine to one day actually sit and host breakfast. So in fact, I think the last time you interviewed me, we had this conversation. Yes. And I did say it would be a dream of mine to host a breakfast show, particularly Kiss Breakfast. Because I mean, I listened to it when I was young, then working in Kiss. I mean, it's the place you'd want to be. So yeah, it's exciting. It's very exciting.
You've done the Maloko show at night, and then you've done the drive, and now the morning. And we are like, is Chito a morning person? Ama utakuwa tu na struggle kuamka.
See, check my Instagram. I'm usually awake earlier than most people. I wake up by the time 7 is coming, me I've already done my morning jog. Yeah, hata leo I think nimefanya 21 kilometers. Wacha niangalie. 21? I've done 17.7 kilometers today. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, for me, I adapt easily to whatever circumstance and all that. I mean, I've been called to do breakfast before on short notice, and I still show up and I make it. So for me, it's just that now I'll be in the office in the morning, and then after that, I get to go and do my own other things. I might get to go home and sleep, whichever thing I want to do, But I mean, I am a morning person. Yeah. So
it means also this is going to change your schedule. You've mentioned kuamka, going on a jog. Then how is your lifestyle going to change in terms of...
In fact, weirdly enough, I was thinking about that today. And even like majorly last week, I was like, okay, how do I replan myself? I mean, we'll see how it goes. But me, I actually am one of those people who don't mind. I'm kind at 3 a.m. kupiga jog, allow you come to kazi. Because the neighborhood I live in is pretty safe. So yeah. I'm still trying to weigh my options and see how I'll go about it. Yes.
And then Kwambox. You're going to be with Kwambox on the show. Have you guys met? Have you gone on dinner on those chemistry people usually go to do your mujuane vizuri?
Yeah, actually even today, as we were doing this, I was actually with Kwambox. Yesterday I was with Kwambox. Which other day was I with Kwambox? I think, in fact, I'm the one who even taught Kwambox how to do the desk. It was me who taught her. When she first joined, that time I sat in, I was doing the show with Obin. I oriented Kwambox. I basically did her orientation for radio and stuff like that. Yeah, so we actually have been talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And we expect everything to go. Are there any new things you guys have for us?
Of course, but listen to find out. Yeah, just listen to find out. I can't tell them to you. You have to listen to the show so that you can find out what they'll be.
Like you can't give me in details, Swambie. This one is gonna happen.
Nah, let's just listen and then we'll find out. Yeah, so just tuning from 6 to 10 a.m. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be energy. It's gonna be fun conversations. It's the best way for you to go wherever it is you need to go to in the morning. Yeah.
And people say it's the best way for you to wake up.
Yes, it is. It's the best way for you to wake up. So we'll have your back. Whatever I've been saying, we are gonna grow with you. We'll lose with you. We'll win with you. Or you lose, we'll help you come back to winning. Win or win. But we shall definitely walk this journey with you. Yeah.
How has it been driving people home for the last 2 years?
It's been exciting. It's been exciting. I mean, it was, of course, a difference from my local show. It was a different thing. But it was very exciting. And, sitting with Sid, we were able to create something off the bat because Sid had never been on radio. So I think it was exciting to do with someone who has these fresh ideas and let's get it done. So it was very exciting. It was smooth. It was engaging. I'll be lying if I say I didn't enjoy myself. In fact, there's a point I even had a dilemma of, should I go? Should I stay? It was like, I won't lie, it was like 10 seconds. I was like, nah, let me just go. It was a 10-second dilemma. 10 seconds. Yeah. No. You think you're like, but then you're like, nah. Because it was a dream of mine to do Drive also on Kiss. It was one of my goals. It's a goal and a dream of mine to do breakfast. So it was like, hey, but you just, also sometimes you do that thing for, is this the right time to do it? Because sometimes I usually say, just because something has come doesn't mean you have to jump into it. Because sometimes it could be the wrong time for you. The right time for somebody, the wrong time for you. So for me, it was actually, it was a reflective moment. That's why I was saying we had like a back and forth, because I was also like, hey, is this the right, yes, I want this, but is this the right time to do it? Then eventually when I got my answer, I was like, let's go. Yes.
And Chito, there's something you're not telling us. You're telling us you had to strategize, ujiulize. It was a back and forth. But one thing we know, the back and forth zinaletangwa na hapa. The mullah.
Let us focus
the money.
The reflectiveness of the back and forth. It was about, is this going to be beneficial for the listener?
Is it going to be beneficial for my bank account?
Is it going to be for the listener? It's about the listener. It's about the listener.
Chito wezi tuambia kamshande akasemi kitu.
Me, all I'm going to say is increase is increase, growth is growth. We grow. Regardless, we grow. The most important thing is we are growing. See, that's what matters.
And when you're on a show like The Morning Kiss, there's a lot of rumors on how much Chito is being paid, how much Kwambox is being paid.
Today, you think they'll know how much I'm being paid tomorrow? Aye, please.
Rumors always zinaendanga.
I'm not a material guy, so rumors don't start. Rumors like those go for guys who are, when you want to, these guys who are, the people who are flamboyant. Yeah, me, I'm just a chill guy. I'm your neighborhood guy. You'll see me in the neighborhood and you'll be like, Chito.
And you know what? Chito is trying to tell us, yes, there was a back and forth, lakini mshahara iliongezewa. But anyway, Chito.
That's not what I've said.
Sid was very, very emotional on your last segment, last show with her. I don't know, were you feeling the same way?
Yeah, but men don't cry. Okay, that's a lie. In terms of, yes, I did feel, because I feel like, I feel like we've done 2 years, and in the 2 years, I had to put 10 years into 2 years of Sid. You get what I mean? Like, get her to learn certain things. And then, it was like one of those for me, a teaching and a learning experience because I was learning new things as well, learning how the world, how she's also seeing the world and understanding that. So it's a bittersweet moment. You're like, yeah, I feel bad I'll leave this way, but I'm like, we still work in the same building because we are friends. It's not like we are enemies. We are homies. We hang out. So I'm sure I'll see her, but I'm like, I won't see you every day, but I'll see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, ukiwa on the drive, you used to do the morning show sometimes. So umewak na Jalas, umewak na Obina, and then umewak na Sid, umewak na watu wengi.
I think I've worked with every single person in this building by the way. It's also good training. You know, sometimes you don't see it in the moment.
Yeah.
You sit with someone, you learn something from them. Because sitting with Jalas, of course, I learned a lot from Jalango. Sitting with Obizi, also, you learn a lot. You see how people are operating. And then, of course, now, I mean, sitting with Sid, you see how guys are operating. You understand how people are thinking. Helps you also have a broader view. And I guess that's what makes me equipped and experienced to do the morning kiss.
Yes. And you've worked with yours truly as well. I mean, you have worked with me.
We've done the scoop literally twice a week for the last 2 years. Yes. No, but remember I used to do it before when I was on Maloko as well.
Yes.
Hey, but I've actually worked with you for a while, Kalondu.
Long time.
Yeah, it's a very long time. Niambe na wewe ama unataka kukaa
nataka ile back and forth. You know that back and forth you had with the boss. That is what I want.
Me, I said the back and forth was reflective. Yes. It was reflective. It was niende ama nisiende.
Yes.
Niende, I was doing a Kalonzo Musyoka over there.
That is what I want.
It's a Kalonzo Musyoka. You're like, nitaenda mastaenda.
Tito, me I want that. That is exactly what I want.
Reflective. It was reflective. Mm-hmm.
Why do you love Kiss FM?
It was the first radio station I listened to as a child that made me relate to being young.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we ever had this conversation. I first listened to Kiss FM on something that used to be called a World Space Radio. A World Space Radio was like the size of a notebook, about the size of a notebook. You could listen to any station in the world. And we used to have it, you'd connect it to dial-up. You ever hear of something called dial-up internet? So you look at your TR. So there was something called a landline.
Yeah.
So the cable that connects the landline, you would unplug it and connect it to either your computer or you'd connect another cable to your landline, to your computer. That's how we used to use the internet. So I used to listen to Kiss then. Then it was Caroline and Nyambane. And I used to marvel. Yeah. I would be like, this is amazing. I think I would want to do this one day. So it was like one of those and then I was not living in Kenya, I was living in South Africa. Yeah. Then I moved to Zambia. I still was consuming a lot of Kiss. Yeah. Then eventually I moved to Kenya, but then I was in Uganda and I was still consuming, and then I came here, I was consuming. It was like, you know those things when you're young and you're like, I want to work here. You know the way accountants say, I want to work for KPMG, I want to work for PricewaterhouseCoopers and all those things. For me, it was I want to work for Kiss. So everything I did was to work towards Kiss.
Yeah. And you know, working in a show where your predecessors have been so successful. Yeah. You've mentioned the likes of Akina Caroline Mutoko, Adele Onyango as well, and you've mentioned it's a dream come true. Yeah. Is it already real? Should I pinch you?
It was real. I mean, it was real. For me, a dream is real.
Yes.
I mean, I won't lie to you. I'm those guys who dream, and I'm like, one day. For me, a dream is, I know the dream will come.
Yeah.
I know it will. It's not about will it come. It's about when will it come.
Yes.
And so when it comes, you've already prepared yourself. Of course, I'm not Adele. I'm not Caroline. In fact, I was even with Caroline today. We're having a conversation. Yeah. I'm not her. I'm my own person. And this is a whole other generation. Because now you see, like now me, a person like me, I listened to Carol. I worked and listened to Adele. It was one of those things. So it's a different space, different generation, still having wholesome, fun, entertaining conversations. And so it's now for me to, because I mean we did it with Chito and Sid, and now it's to do it with Chito and Kwambox.
Yes. And because the two of you are very strong personalities, very big media personalities as well, we are like, okay, tulikuwa kwanza tuko like it better work.
No, it will work. I mean Kwambox is a cool babe. Yes. I think she's someone who I'll enjoy working with, and the same for her as well. The conversations we've had, she's also excited about doing this. I'm excited about doing this. And I mean, let's make this let's make Kiss Breakfast great again.
Yes.
Borrowing from Donald Trump.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make Kiss FM great again. And of course, just say a thing to your fans as you make your official debut.
Let's grow together. Let's win together. Let's grieve together. It's radio is a friendship. So let's grow our friendship. Let's have fun. Let's do everything. So let's create a whole other bond and wake up together. Yeah. And vibe together. And bash together.
And do all those things together. Asante sana, Chito.
Thank you very much as well. Yeah.
I want to wish you all the best on the morning Kiss.
Thank you absolutely so much. Yeah. And of course, you know what we always say, ni God. Ni God. It is God, absolutely God. Yes.
All right. Well, asanteni sana as well for watching. My name is Kalondu Musimi. Behind the camera is the one and only Ivy Mudhami. Bye.